Hello, all. Welcome to the Detroit Cast. Mike and Jay. Shalom, Biggie. Hello, Jay.
Hey guys.
How are you, my friend? Welcome back.
Quite well, thank you.
Yeah, everything go okay yesterday?
Yeah, I was spent much of the day at Children's Hospital downtown.
Oh no.
It's kind of funny taking a 17.9-year-old to Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
He's literally 2 days away from turning 18.
Seriously?
Yeah, and so we're sitting there. He's like, "Man, this place is not built for."
Did
an
it have like
18-year-old."
the small chair
Yes,
with like
man.
Find
Yeah,
Waldo or something?
The walls are all painted with cartoons
Yeah,
and
it had
shit.
TVs with cartoons all over them and shit. You know, he's sitting in the little gurney area, and there's a TV up above with some,
Yeah.
some cartoon thing.
That's funny. Why would they? I mean, did he have to go there? Is that? Are they?
Yeah, I don't know. This was
Not your
above my
planet.
pay grade.
Yeah.
Gab
It's
handled
not my
it.
department.
It's not my department. I'll ask my wife to handle that.
Yeah.
She got it rolling, and I was just supposed to take him down there, and
Yeah.
so he could have his esophageal probe.
Sure. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't even know what that is.
I should have brought the pictures in, man. They gave me glossies.
Yeah.
I'm like, you sure you didn't go up the anus? Because this looks quite buttock-like. I mean, it's
Really?
just- oh,
What do they go
God,
down the throat?
Yeah.
And how far down do they
Yeah.
go?
Small intestine.
Oh,
Yeah. It's just, I don't know how these doctors do this shit.
I don't
mean,
either.
just how do you get over that initial? Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh God!
I couldn't. There's no way, dude. There's
No.
no way I could get over that. But when we had Dr. Tommy here,
He seems to be over it.
did you want to borrow my shades?
that?
You got the sun in your eyes.
No,
I noticed that. I mean,
I'm
if
fine.
you want to wear my visor,
I'm good.
I can get that to you, Jay. I know
Sun
how
will move.
irritating that is.
Or will the Earth move? Which is it?
Yeah, it's weird. Why the sun's coming? Whatever. Well, that sucks. How's he feeling? Is he doing all
Yeah,
right?
he's good. He was knocked out yesterday. You know.
did it
Yeah.
hurt afterwards?
Did he wake
though?
up and
He's just sore throat. You know.
Gotcha.
what causes that? Why do they have to do it? Because I don't think I've ever had that.
Yeah. It's some weird digestive thing that they
Yeah.
wanted to get checked out, so they had to go down there and probe it.
Gross.
Oh,
Dr.
God.
Tommy, I mean,
Everything about, I don't know, man. There's the body. Like, think about, like, would you really want to go into a stomach and look at all that shit?
Yeah, I know.
thank
Acid
God,
and-
thank God there are people that do.
I know.
You know what I
Very
mean?
Pink and supple. You know, you go down there,
Yeah.
it's just like, and she's showing me, oh, good. You know, this is good, nice and pink and fleshy, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, dry heaving.
I know. When they ask me, she's like, my dentist will do that. Do you want me to go through this? I'm like, no, just fucking do
what
it.
you do.
Do you, man? You're the dentist. What does it matter if well, it's the blah, 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 the 11, number 11, da, da, da. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. Just fucking do your shit. Whatever. I don't
Make it
I don't
feel
care.
better.
Yeah, stop the pain and stop talking to me. That's what we got to do. That's what we're doing today. Lots going on. I just saw Connor Betts' obituary. He is the Dayton
Oh,
shooter. Killed 9 people, I believe, 27 wounded, and then including his sister, mowed her down.
yes.
And his best friend wounded him pretty bad. But we just got his obit. His parents dropped
Never
his-
seen obits for these guys.
right. So yeah, I mean, what do you say if your kid?
Open letter of apology. I don't know.
Right, because they haven't said anything yet.
Maybe you don't post an obit.
That's what I was thinking.
Honest to
You just, just quietly have a little family gathering. Well, here's what they did. Obit for Connor Stephen Betts, a funny, articulate, and intelligent man with striking blue eyes and a kind smile. Connor Stephen Betts, age 24, passed away Sunday, August 4th, 2019.
Passed away.
He was born October 28th, 1994, to Maura and Stephen Betts. He was employed as a grill cook for Chipotle. They really jumped past that. He passed away.
God, he passed away. He was gunned down
He was gunned down in the
by
streets.
police trying to stop him from murdering more
Yeah.
people.
He showed up with an AR-15 and mowed down as many people as he could in 31 seconds, I believe, before going down in a hail of bullets.
This is some nerve, man.
Dude.
This is for real?
Yeah, yes. Beginning at an early age, Connor was an avid reader. His summer year, going from kindergarten into first grade, he read the first Harry Potter book. When he was 11 years old, Connor was a huge fan of Brian Jacques and got to meet him at a book signing. As he got older, he loved reading fiction, alternative history books, and keeping up to date on current politics. Connor's early summers were spent swimming with his local swim team, camping with the Boy Scouts,
Crazy.
and playing baritone in the high school marching band. When Connor wasn't reading on his Kindle or playing his Xbox, you could find him watching his favorite show, Bob's Burgers.
Hey there,
Great show.
Looking to
Great
change the
fucking show.
narrative, right?
Yeah, this is a little bit of changing
Who is
the
this
subject.
for? I mean, because you're right. You could,
Them.
you know what? I know,
Yeah.
but like the family, like Mike's right. Like you could. I understand it's still their son, and they could still have the some people over at the
Sorry,
house.
man.
But
Your son does that shit. You do not publicly post.
I know,
something
that's
like
what I'm
this.
saying.
We're
like,
not done yet, boys. We're not quite finished yet. Connor loved music of all different kinds, especially EDM. Big fan of EDM. He was a great singer and took pride in being the lowest bass singer in Wright State Men's Choral Group. He was studying at Sinclair Community College. Connor was preceded in death by his beloved Nana. Yes, they wrote Nana. He is survived by his parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and many loving friends.
Not his sister, though.
No. Connor will be missed immensely by his friends, family, and especially his good dog, Teddy. In lieu of flowers, the family requests donations to Glen Helen at blah, blah, blah. Donate, I don't know
maybe
what that
donations
is.
to the family of the people he killed.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Is that fucking mental?
That is mental.
Like, dude, the stories where he's the one that had the hit list and the rape list
Yeah.
in his school, was suspended for a year for that.
Not to mention the strangely far apart eyes. They didn't. They
Yes.
mentioned his blue eyes, but they didn't mention they were goat eyes. One sitting on either side of his head.
Yeah, that's tough.
Can you imagine what Teddy has seen? My God, poor little guy.
Yeah, poor little Teddy's just shaking in the corner to this day.
Is he gone?
Fuck,
Is he gone?
he's
Is he really gone?
Is he gone? He's the one that he liked writing too. They mentioned his avid readership. He loved reading,
Yeah.
including Harry Potter from kindergarten to first grade. He started there. He loved writing too
Manifestos.
Well, he liked writing stuff about gunning down humans, hunting humans, about death to all, like carnage, all that kind of stuff. He was really good at writing that stuff.
Yeah, read the room, parents.
Dude, what are they? How does someone in their inner circle not?
I'm actually.
Yeah, or where are like historic mass killers? Do they have grave sites?
Where did Hitler go?
Hitler, I think.
I know
I think the
killed
Russians
himself,
still
but-
allegedly have some jawbone.
Oh, really?
do they?
I think so.
Yeah, there was rumors he.
Got blown to smithereens, right?
Yeah, right. He was missing a ball, wasn't that one of the things too? We
What was
learned
the
about
deal?
him?
He shot himself, but then the bunker was attacked, or am I?
I think so.
imagining
Did he
that.
kill? He had a. Fuck. Was it Ava, his girlfriend?
Yeah, Ava Braun.
Ava Braun, and I thought. Did both of them die in the bunker or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think there's some discrepancy thus
Yeah.
leading to the conspiracy theories that he's still out there, that he went to Argentina. And all that
Yes. Well, yeah. Had lived out his time on an island
But
somewhere.
if he had, but someone like him, like, dude, if he had, let's say we caught him, where would they
Yeah.
have done with him?
Yeah. Where's Mao? Where's Pol Pot? Where's Pol Pot?
shit. The killing fields. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Kind of crazy, but this kid sounds like a great kid.
Yeah.
I'd like. It's too
Real
bad.
Prince. We
it's too
lost
bad
a
he's
good
gone.
one.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Kind, intelligent,
Absolutely.
loving blue eyes.
Twin Peaks. It's your ultimate sports lodge with a menu to match. Pair any of their made-from-scratch menu items with a frosty 29-degree draft beer served by a beautiful Twin Peaks girl, and you're in for a legendary sports watching experience. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, scenic views.
So I was bummed you weren't here yesterday because I really wanted to watch the Chris Cuomo video with you.
Oh, God, Fredo.
Did you watch Fredo? What were your thoughts on that? I know
My
everyone's
thoughts
seen
were,
it.
I defined, I know who Fredo is. I know what that reference meant because I'd heard people say that about the Trump boys for a long time.
Yeah.
And
And that's what Rush Limbaugh calls him, I guess, is Fredo.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't call him Chris Cuomo, he calls him Fredo.
I didn't know that. I had no idea it was such a derogatory term.
It's not.
I guess I'll leave it to Italians to tell me whether that's true. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But then I was also struck by how Chris Cuomo really didn't want to get in a fight.
Right.
He really wanted to sound tough, but he really didn't want to get in a fight.
I think he wanted to get in a fight. He just knew I cannot lay a finger on
No,
this
no,
dude.
no. He was waiting for someone to step in there.
Was
he
he
was dying
Pull
for
up
someone to
the-
step in there.
Pull up the video. And by the way, if you're wondering if Fredo is a racist term, that's the N word, by the way, for Italians, according to Chris Cuomo.
Yeah.
I went and did a nice little search on, racial slurs towards Italians, and there's a lot of them. Dago, Wop, Guinea, all that shit.
Yeah. No Fredo?
Greaseball. Fredo is nowhere on the list. Nowhere. So maybe we need to add that. I had no idea. I think Chris didn't like being called that because it fucking irritates the shit out of him that Rush Limbaugh calls him that all the time.
Yeah.
And apparently that guy is a listener of Rush Limbaugh.
What is he's the son of Mario, right?
Yeah.
Mario Cuomo former governor of New York?
Governor
Okay.
of New
And
York for,
Andrew Cuomo is his brother.
Yes, the shitty governor now. I think his dad was governor from 83 to 94, right in that range.
Okay.
And so, But yeah, so let's see Fredo here.
No, punk ass bitches from the right call me Fredo. My
Is a
name
penis
Chris
filming
Cuomo.
this?
I'm
What-
an anchor on
Yeah,
Sky.
it's a dick
Fredo
film.
is from The Godfather. He was that weak brother.
Just a
And you
penis
used it
with a
as an
phone.
Italian excursion. Any of you Italian?
Listen how tough.
Yeah,
Any
it's
of
a
you
fucking
Italian?
insult to your
Any of you
people.
Italian? It's an insult to your
Insult
people,
fucking
eh?
people. It's like the N-word for us.
No, it's not.
Is that a cool fucking thing?
Cool fucking
You're a much
thing.
more reasonable guy in person than you seem to be on television.
Yeah, but if you want to play, then we'll fucking play. If you've got something you want to say about what I do on television, then say it. But don't call me a
Hey
fucking
man, hey,
insult.
listen.
What?
I don't want any problems.
Yeah, you're gonna have a big fucking problem. What's the problem?
throw you down the fucking stairs,
Don't
man.
fucking insult me like that.
I didn't insult you.
The
I
fuck
asked
you
if
call me
you-
Fredo? It's like I call you punk bitch. You like that? That's gonna be your nickname.
I didn't call you that. I
You
asked
call me Fredo. You know my name's not fucking
I
Fredo.
thought your name was.
You did not.
How big of a
think my name
pussy
was
is this
fucking
guy, too?
Fredo.
This
I know.
other guy.
You wanna be a
I
man,
thought your
stand
name
up
was
like a man.
Fredo.
You want to be a man, I'm here. Then fucking own it. Then own what you
Listen,
said.
man, hey.
Then own what you said.
Off come the glasses.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a fucking problem.
What are you gonna do about it?
I'll fucking ruin your shit.
I'll ruin your
fucking
shit.
throw you down
Please,
these
someone
stairs like
step
a
in.
fucking
Please,
punk.
God,
So
anyone.
you don't
All right,
wanna
that's
sue?
enough.
You don't
So
want
you can fucking sue?
Well, why don't you do
Go
it
take a
then?
swing. You wanna call me Fredo? Take a fucking swing.
I'm not gonna swing at
Take
you.
a fucking
fucking
swing.
swing,
Watch your
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
hands. Take a swing. Watch your fucking hands.
Watch your
Take a
fucking
swing.
hands.
No, come on, boy. Come on, boy. So you wanna call me shit? Call me shit then.
Guy's trying to puff up. He's trying his best.
I'll fucking
Yes,
wreck
now
your
he's
shit.
gonna wreck his shit from behind that guy.
You want to
Yes.
go? You want to go? I'll wreck your shit.
I thought it was your
He's
name.
so happy those guys stepped in.
Yeah, he's got to be right.
I thought it was his name.
I mean, does this seem a bit much for Chris Cuomo? You know what I mean? Like, you're a public figure. It sucks. It sucks when people come up to bother you or yell shit at you. But in this climate, you know, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to yell Fredo at you. Sorry. Sorry. You make millions of dollars a year.
It's like the straw that broke the dromedary's back, though. Maybe he's heard
Yeah.
it 800 times in the last 10 hours. It's like, that's enough.
Enough of that. But, you know, he goes right back into fucking like he's some
Yeah.
Bronx fucking, you want a piece, asshole? You don't want a piece of me. Fucking punk ass bitch.
That was a bit much.
A bit much, yeah. I love it. I loved Trump's tweet yesterday about red flagging him. You know, he seems unhinged. Should this be a red flag check mark? It's like, hey, if we see people that don't seem that seem
Unstable.
unstable, just a red flag. It's just
See
your first
something,
one.
Say something.
Yes, we're just Chris Cuomo. Check there. It's just one. We're not saying you can't still buy a gun at this point. You can, dude. So now they're selling T-shirts. Trump's campaign, which is kind of funny, but they've got a let's see, a T-shirt with that penis cam shot.
Yep.
And it's $34, and it says Fredo Unhinged. The truth hurts. Totally lost it. Help us annoy Chris Cuomo and buy your Fredo Unhinged tee now. Campaign manager Brad Parscale said in a tweet that only a limited supply would be available. Less than 2.5 hours later, he wrote the shirts were selling faster than Fredo's meltdown. Thank you, hashtag Fredo Cuomo, for filling up our coffers. You have now directly supported the POTUS.
Does this replace the plastic straw? T-shirts weren't they?
Oh,
were they
I didn't-
selling, no, not T-shirts. They were just simply selling plastic straws, weren't they?
Yeah, something
I
like
think so.
that.
The campaign has been getting creative nowadays.
Oh my God. When a conservative does even a fraction of what Chris Cuomo did with his lunatic ranting and raving and cursing, they get destroyed by the fake news. When a liberal Democrat like Chris Cuomo does it, Republicans immediately come to his defense. We never learn. So that's obviously a dig at Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity tweeted out, you know, no need to apologize. You know, these punks that come up and blah, blah, harass you when you're with your family eating. And then Trump tweets out, without being stuck in an airport where CNN buys at a big price an uninterested audience. They've got nothing going at CNN. CNN is bad for America.
Is there any truth to that? Does CNN pay?
Oh, fuck yeah.
For
Why-
those-
Dude, it's on every TV
every
in the
TV in
airport.
every
There's
airport.
nothing else on.
Huh.
They might have some sports in the sports bar, but basically CNN is on all the TVs.
That's funny. I guess I never noticed.
Yeah. In a statement, the network said Cuomo defended himself when he was verbally attacked with a use of an ethnic slur in an orchestrated setup. We completely support him. Shut up, CNN. Yeah, he did finally. He sent out a tweet yesterday. Was it
Something,
Didn't
yeah.
he? Cuomo did saying I should be better than the guys baiting me. This happens all the time these days, often in front of my family. But there is a lesson. No need to add to the ugliness. I should be better than what I oppose. So.
Wasn't there a tweet that went around with a bunch of excerpts of people on CNN using the term Fredo?
Yes.
Oh yeah, and he's used it.
He has? Okay.
He called
Excellent.
himself
Very
Fredo
good.
in an interview a
nice.
few years ago that has popped up now. So, it's as
Christopher.
bad as the N word.
Yeah,
Well,
he was mad.
yeah, he's
angry.
all fired up. He got a little angry and hot. He's going to throw someone down the stairs.
Hey, does your money work as hard as you do? You will spend upwards of 45 years working to support your lifestyle, provide for your family, and set aside money for retirement. Do you know if you'll be able to retire on your terms? How could you know if you don't have a plan? Let Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial help to make sure your money is working as hard as you are. Call Mark today, 248-626-2000. Ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Rough day for CNN.
Yeah, what
You know,
else?
well, poor Don Lemon.
Oh, yeah.
He's being sued. He's being sued by a Florida man over the weekend.
There's some troubling allegations.
Well, hey, listen. If we've
I don't
learned
know,
anything, if we've learned anything from the Don Lemons of the world, it's that all victims are to be believed, right?
Yeah,
we need
good
to
point.
believe all victims. So, I mean, at this point, it would be very hypocritical if we didn't just on its face believe this man completely. So, Don Lemon being sued, again, I said, this guy claims that he was sexually harassed and assaulted while at a Hamptons hotspot. Dustin Heiss claims he was with coworkers at Murph's Backstreet Tavern in Sag Harbor. God, I love Murph's. That's the place to be, man, if you're hanging out there in Sag Harbor. When Lemon allegedly assaulted him. Upon recognizing Mr. Lemon, Heiss made what he describes as a cordial gesture.
yeah, he bought him a Le Mans drop, right?
He offered to buy Mr. Lemon a drink.
It was a Le Mans drop.
No. People are buying Heiss Lemon drops everywhere he goes now.
Oh, okay.
To make fun of him. That's part of the suffering he's going through now, is having to drink a delicious shot everywhere he goes for this joke. Lemon responded by declining the drink and saying he was just trying to have a good time. So I don't know.
Usually drinks assist that.
Yeah, Mr.
Kind of
Lemon.
dovetail pretty well with that, I think.
I'm going to pass up on the shot
Just
or the
trying
beverage.
to have a good time.
I'm just here, please, sir. I'm just trying to have a good time. And then it sounds like things, he started to have a really good time, Mr. Lemon. And we've seen that before. New Year's Eve, shaking my nipple pierced.
That's right,
My ear
man.
pierced.
God,
Making out with his boyfriend.
dude, it was a
his,
mess.
his fiance at the time, maybe. So sometime later that evening, unexpectedly, Mr. Lemon walked towards the plaintiff and his colleagues inside of Murph's. At such time, Mr. Lemon, wearing shorts, sandals, and a T-shirt, put his hand on the front of his own shorts, vigorously rubbing his own dick and balls, removed his hand, and then shoved his index and middle fingers into the plaintiff's mustache and under the plaintiff's nose.
Nice. Hot.
Mr. Lemon intensely.
Nothing like some good ball sweat under the nose.
Nothing
Yeah.
like it.
I mean, even if you're gay, is that hot? Like, even if
Well,
you're gay, I don't know. Maybe it still would. Maybe it would be.
I don't know. Any of our gay out there want to address that?
The gays, right in the gays.
I just think, like, even if you're a homo, like you're at the bar, some sweaty dick sweat. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean,
so
do you
sweat.
want some chick to just rub her gross snatch and
yeah.
then put it under your nose?
Well, you know.
Well,
my
if it's
answer
a
to
gross
that.
snatch, I mean, no, but
Well, what if it's sweaty? What if she's been on the dance floor?
That's
for
what I'm
don't you
two
think
hours?
Mr.
Sweaty
Lemon would be manscaped like crazy? Like his
Gosh, I
probably has
never thought
perfume
about
on
it, but you're right. It probably would be trimmed up proper. Probably nipples to knees.
Absolutely, he probably powders that thing and then puts sprays on some
Yeah.
some sort of eau de toilette on there.
I would think.
Yeah, I mean, you think he's running around with a wild, crazy, unkempt
No.
bush?
No,
Not a
but the
chance.
sweat. You're still gonna
Not-
have the, you're still gonna
if
have
you
the
had to
balls.
have one guy's ball sweat thrown in your face, it might be Don Lemon's.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But he obviously knew it would stink, so
Yeah.
that's why he put it on the guy's stash.
Is it more of a power move?
Yeah, it's-
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of just like, yeah, you want to offer buy me a drink, motherfucker? How you like this? So Mr. Lemon intensely pushed his fingers against plaintiff's face, under plaintiff's nose, forcing plaintiff's head to thrust backward as defendant
Ooh, we have
repeatedly
a
asked.
neck injury as well, huh?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
some whiplash.
And then
Sure.
I guess Mr. Lemon, while doing this, kept screaming, "Do you like pussy or dick?"
Emotional distress, bam.
Yeah.
Do you like pussy or dick? Would you answer the question in that moment? I think I would.
I probably would too. Yeah,
Yeah.
just to make it
Like,
stop.
dude,
I-
pussy, for sure.
Please don't do that to me again, Mr. Lamont. Please.
While saying this, do you like pussy or dick? Mr. Lamont continued to shove his fingers into plaintiff's face with aggression and hostility.
I believe the witness, as you said.
You
we should
have
believe-
to.
Well, you
Right.
have to. Yeah, all victims are to be believed. That is when Heiss fled the bar and took 5 to 10 minutes collecting himself before he was able to return inside. Having recovered from the incident,
Having
How
called his
so?
lawyer. Having
Yeah,
called
how,
his
how
lawyer.
so did he recover?
I don't washed his stash. You know,
You would have to wash your stash,
oh,
right?
dude.
Jesus?
Yeah.
Somebody puts ball sweat on your little stash
sure.
there?
no,
'Cause
you
that's gonna
shave it
stick
off
in
and you
there,
start
dude.
over.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're
You know
right.
what I mean? You grow a new one, but
probably would have
that
to
mustache is done.
Go Amish for a week or two?
Yeah. He claims this incident has left him shocked and humiliated. Lamont was gone by that point when he returned, while Heiss was left emotionally devastated by Mr. Lamont's demeaning, unprovoked, and offensive assault. He claims he found it increasingly more difficult to continue working at the old stove, socializing it all around the Hamptons.
Sure.
I mean,
See, we can't put a number on the emotional distress that he's suffered.
many at Merce reference the incident when they see him at the bar. After the incident, customers who came into the old stove or saw him out walking around cheekily ordered Lamont drops and laughed at plaintiff's
See,
expense.
you can't quantify the suffering.
I mean, what is that worth? People buying you drinks and cheekily
Can't
chuckling.
quantify it, Mike.
Plaintiff has suffered tremendously as a result of Mr. Lamont's action. Following this incident, plaintiff found himself withdrawn from friends and family, suffered feelings of shame, humiliation, anxiety, anger, and guilt.
They're hitting all the check boxes, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're checking all the boxes on the list.
Plaintiff has found himself unable to sleep at times and suffered some suicidal ideas. Although a religious man, he tried to find solace within his faith and church. To this day, he continues to suffer emotionally, mentally, and personally from the incident. I mean,
Boy.
get this man some money, for Christ's sakes.
I know, right? That's the only thing
Put this man at peace. Mr. Heiss is suffering to this day. I will say that, you know, if this is true, and I of course believe the accuser in this, as all
You
accusers
have
are to be
to, Mike.
believed.
Come on now.
I'm not a monster. If Don Lamont stuck his hands down his pants and jacked his shit and did that to me,
It's worth a few grand.
well, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I could wake up screaming, "Whoa, oh shit!" Just seeing fingers coming at my face all night. It'd be a nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
Has he said anything about this yet? Like, Lamont? Has he? It's just such an interesting thing to me because, again, I mean, I know you guys are joking, but like when it comes to this sexual assault, that's for sure the thing. It has to be. We must believe these people until it's proven wrong, essentially. So how is he able to go on and do shows on CNN if with these out there in a way? Like,
we have a statement from CNN, and I'm sure they're going to say we've suspended Mr. Lamont until we can further investigate.
course.
This
Obviously,
incident,
I mean, this is a-
as all accusers are to be believed. Hashtag Me Too. That's
Right.
what they should say.
so
a
is Me
statement.
Too still going on? I mean, it seems like it's kind of done.
Hashtag Me Too.
Yeah.
No, Placido Domingo
Oh, yeah.
a new one.
The news today.
Okay.
and Don Lamont. I mean,
Maybe
we're
they're
in
just
the middle.
well,
We're
no, but
in the
this-
middle of a
this
hashtag
isn't-
Me
This
Too.
isn't going to be in Me Too. Those will get wiped under. So I'm just. I don't know.
Here's a statement from CNN. The plaintiff in this lawsuit has previously displayed a pattern of contempt for CNN on his social media accounts. So has everybody. CNN is shit. What does that mean? This claim follows his unsuccessful threats and demands for an exorbitant amount of money. Did he go 7 figures? Would he have dared
Wow.
try to go 7 figures deep on
You know, everything
on
they're
Lamont?
saying though right now, everything they're saying right now, if you did it like if it was a guy at Fox News doing this, it wouldn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like the idea that this guy was always saying he hated Fox News or something.
Well, they've fired all the people at Fox News that have
Oh,
been
yeah.
accused of this.
I forgot.
You know what I mean? Like, Tucker Carlson is not whipping his dick out or rubbing his balls.
Yeah.
Neither is Sean Hannity. Laura Ingram,
Apparently
maybe.
O'Reilly was.
But yeah, O'Reilly was. And who was the other guy? There was the Democrat guy, the fat
We'll do
dude.
it live. Okay. We'll do it live.
Fuck it.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right, we'll do it live.
Can we pull that video up? Because I got to see him throw the pen. Remember at the end, does he chuck a pen? He's so angry. And he's on the dumbest TV show ever.
Fucking thing sucks.
Inside Edition, right?
Yeah, Inside Edition or Extra, one of those. So they go on further. Don categorically denies these claims, and this matter does not merit any further comment at this time. Well, so they don't believe the victim.
They don't.
Wait.
In this instance, they don't, Mike.
Wow. And that's how this behavior continues. When you don't believe the victim 100% of the time with no corroborating evidence, this is how this continues. And these monsters continue to walk the streets and get away with this kind of behavior.
Look at how much hair O'Reilly had at the time.
Yeah.
And that is it for
Those locks.
And that is it for us. Yeah.
us today.
Oh.
Now, I can't read it. There's no words on it. All right, go.
Isn't U2 coming up tomorrow or something?
3. That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Ooh.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
We'll
Looks
do
at
it
his
live.
watch. He looks at his watch.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
Oh,
No
shit,
nonsense, Bill O'Reilly.
No, he's not taking shit from anybody.
Sorry, that cut out.
Period.
Yes.
Yeah, it was bleeped. I don't like that. But oh my god, what a monster he probably would have been. Can you imagine being in that studio?
I know.
You know, there's it's not. And the problem is, he fucked it
Yeah,
up.
he fucked it up.
You know, it wasn't there the first time. Now the latest video from you too. I think he says or something like that.
No, he was pissed that he didn't pull it off.
Yeah.
And so he's embarrassed.
And you knew it when he got to that.
Yeah.
A lot of people have seen that face. That's triggering a lot of people that watched that video. They've seen that.
Wasn't he the one who wanted to
Fuck
take
it.
a shower with a woman and have her use a falafel on him?
Yes, yes. Oh my God. We gotta. At some point, we have to revisit.
To revisit the whole Bill O'Reilly
Yeah,
situation.
there was, I don't think
falafel.
Charlie's Angels and Bill O'Reilly, got off kind of easy, but oh my God, I forgot falafel. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Poor guy, lost his job and everything. He's still out there. I
think he's
doing stuff.
podcasting, yeah.
I think he's charging for it.
Yeah.
Which makes it so
You
much
want to see the
harder.
pen? Sorry, if you want to see, I found one that has a pen
yeah.
throw. Do you want me to start from the beginning?
No.
Or- Here, I can.
Look at him losing his shit. All right. Yeah, why not? One more time, the original. Go ahead, Jesus.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today.
All right.
Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
No, there it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but
Oh, this actually has the other.
now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay.
Okay. We'll get words on
I
it.
need
Watch his face change.
There's no words there. To play us out.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? To play us out.
It's the song.
Sting is going to do, it's a video, Sting video.
What is,
For credits.
I don't know what that means. To play us
shut
out. What does
up.
that mean?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Bullshit.
You do it
To
every
end the
night.
show.
Yeah, yeah.
You do it every night.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
And host
That's
face.
tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5,
Fucked up.
3.
That's on him.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
Looks at the wall.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
Oh man.
No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Fucking thing.
Fucking thing sucks.
In
Write what?
5,
He doesn't
4,
write anything.
3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
And fade out.
And there goes the pen.
The
And there
pen.
goes the jacket.
Oh, someone's losing their job.
Yanks. Yanking
Yanks
around,
his
throwing
microphone.
his jacket.
Yeah, he's a
Tough guy.
Do you have any idea how entitled you have to be to
Oh,
behave
God.
like that? Like you are so powerful in your own mind to be able to behave like
Yeah,
that
it's-
with other adults who are trying to help you look better, whatever. I mean, dude, honestly. Oh shit! Bill forgot to hit go on the fucking teleprompter. Okay, really, Bill? It's awesome. I just love it. Jeffrey Epstein. Have we talked? Did we know Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that he had died. Yeah. You did. Boy, oh boy, this prison. Have you read some of the details? Like what is going on there? They're like so understaffed. These guys are working double and triple shifts.
Yeah.
18-hour stretches.
Yeah, dudes were just sleeping.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I was like, oh, yeah, they're sleeping on the job, pieces of shit. No, dude, you're doing a 16-hour shift. Yeah,
Why wouldn't you?
yeah, you got to sleep at some point. So, yeah, they're being accused of falling asleep on the job and falsifying logs. It's exactly what we would do. We would. You take a fucking 3-hour nap, and then you go over and be like, oh, shit. Yep, we checked
on him.
8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30. I mean, that's exactly what I would do. They claim they checked on him every 30 minutes and actually crashed for like 3 hours. Oh, did I need that nappy poo? So surveillance video showed that they never made some of the checks noted in the log. He was supposed to have been checked on every 30 minutes, but investigators learned those checks were not done for several hours. A fill-in guard was in place because of the major shortages at the prison. These guys said to work 18-hour shifts and cannot refuse overtime. What the hell kind of job cannot refuse overtime? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Mandatory overtime? I mean, that seems like that's a case that you could take to court, right? So a fill-in guard was in place because of the shortages. The guard's union boss told the Washington Post, if it wasn't Mr. Epstein, it would have been somebody else because of the conditions at that institution. It was only a matter of time for it to happen. It was inevitable. Our staff is severely overworked. Federal prisons facing shortages of fully trained guards have resorted to having other types of support staff fill in for correctional officers, clerical workers, and teachers. What? In the federal prisons? The American Federation of Government Employees claims workers there often work a double shift of 16 hours. They can then be forced to work another hour or two if the guy that's, doing the next shift, he doesn't show up on time. So he's an hour or two late. You just stay there.
Well, what
So-
were you guys picturing before this information came out? Like, what were you picturing as the prison system in terms of the guard activity? Were like super professional?
No.
Never
no.
sitting down on the job. Never.
I picture them in a booth with TV monitors, kicked back with their legs up on
Yeah.
the desk. And
Drinking
then,
coffee, eating donuts.
Yeah, and there's just monitors there, and it's like, well, everyone's in there, still in their little box, being good boys
Yeah.
in their box. I mean, I don't know. I feel bad for them, for the guards. Honestly, when you see like working these I can't imagine working days like that, mandatory
It's
overtime.
probably under a collective bargaining agreement.
Yeah.
Their union got them into it, likely.
Yeah, I just can't imagine they would sign off on that. I mean,
Time and a half to sleep.
yeah, I guess. Do they get triple time if you go past a second full thing? The two guards assigned were both said to be working extreme overtime shifts the night that he took his life. One guard was working a 5th straight day of overtime. Another was working mandatory overtime.
A lot of these guys probably willingly take that because they know they're not being monitored.
And
they
most
can
of the
just kick
time,
back.
nothing happens,
Yeah.
and they make a shit.
99.9%
Dude.
time, nothing's going to happen. And you're not going to, and even if it does, you're going to be able to, falsify that log and be like, shit, I checked on him. And
Yeah.
there's just such scrutiny on this one because it's a national news, right?
Right.
So even if a guy does kill himself under suicide watch, you probably get away with it because you're just like, well, I
Some guy,
checked on him.
right?
Yeah.
Some dude who raped a bunch of
Yeah.
people, and you're just like, oh. Well.
Well, we've talked about it before, like as humans, like when you just do something all the time and everything's the same, it's always the same. It's very easy to just get autopilot-y. You know what I mean? Like we've all had that so tired drive home. Like I don't know how I made that.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got there. So you can totally see these guys. Nobody's ever broken out of that prison. Like they would never think any. It's like as long as they lock the doors, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Just get through my shift, whatever.
Yeah, just get through my shift and everything's fine. But yeah, this unfortunately, this is going to fucking open up a can of worms that these guys are not going to like. Now the scrutiny and it's going to be. It sounds like a total shithole too.
Huh.
Roaches, just infestation.
No problem
mold.
with that.
Yeah, bad working conditions though for those guys. And now Trump is encouraging reporters to dig a little deeper into Clinton because the plane logs have come out, and Clinton was like, "Oh man, I've been on those jet like 4 times, just working for the Clinton Foundation." Why do you need to go on this fucking known pedophile's private jet for the Clinton Foundation, which was doing God's work? Let's be honest,
Yeah.
just doing God's work, and then it shut down as soon as Hillary lost the election.
Lost influence.
Seems odd. It's always seemed odd to me because they just seem like such philanthropic people, just giving back. That's what the Clintons do. I'm serious though. Why would Bill Clinton be going on a known pedophile's fucking private jet? Don't you think he would have a team and planes and write it off with the fucking company? With the, it's just.
It's very likely he's out partying with the guy.
He's fucking kids is what he's doing. So Trump's about to get on Air Force One. He declined to answer whether he really believed the Clintons had arranged for Epstein to be killed. I guess he retweeted a story where someone suggested that.
Oh my
What are you
God.
doing?
Can you imagine getting a retweet from a president?
I know.
Right.
I know.
Some dude, some conspiracy theorist out there, like, yeah, I'm going to tweet this out, and what the hell? I'll put at POTUS and or
Yeah.
whatever, at real Donald Trump. He's like, retweet.
You're right.
So he wouldn't say whether he really believed that when he retweeted it. Instead, he highlighted Clinton's repeated flights on Epstein's private jet, dubbed the Lolita Express, and suggested that the former president's response to the revelation he was named in the flight logs was misleading. Asked if he believed the Clintons played a part in the death, he replied, "I have no idea. I know he was on his plane 27 times. He said he was on the plane 4 times. But when they checked the plane log, Bill Clinton, who was a very good friend of Epstein's, he was on the plane about 27 or 28 times. So why did he say 4 times? And then the question you have to ask is, did Bill go to the island? Because Epstein has an island. That was not a good place. Not a good place as I understand it. I was never there. So you have to ask, did Bill Clinton go to the island? You find out that, you're going to know a lot. Yeah, that would be hard to explain away if you went to his island. Epstein's jet was set up with a bed where guests had group sex with young girls. That sounds like a ball. On the jet? Man, the claim that Clinton died on the island was first made in 2011 by Virginia Roberts, who was recruited as a sex slave for Epstein when she was 15. She gave an interview to the Mail on Sunday that Clinton was among the powerful men she had come into contact with while she worked for Epstein. Among the others were Prince Andrew, I think Woody Allen.
Woody Allen. Oh, my God. Of course.
Boy.
Roberts never claimed she was lent out to Clinton. Fuck. And said she met him twice, once on the island. She said that Epstein invited 2 young brunettes to dinner, which he gave on his Caribbean island for Clinton shortly after he left office. Roberts was questioned under oath about the Mail on Sunday interview and did not dispute that part of it. She also said under oath that Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's alleged procurer, had told her that Clinton arrived by Epstein's helicopter to the island. After he was arrested last month, former president issues a statement denying he'd ever made the trip to the island. President Clinton knows nothing about the terrible crimes Jeffrey Epstein pleaded guilty to in Florida some years ago, or those with which he's been recently charged in New York. In 2002 and 2003, President Clinton took a total of 4 trips on Jeffrey Epstein's airplane. Clinton has never been to Little St. James Island. No, it's Pedo Island. Little St. James Island. It's Pedo or Orgy Island. Those are the 2 names that we all know it as. Nobody calls it Little St. James Island. It's known as Pedo Island or Orgy Island.
Where'd you say it was? Bahamas?
Somewhere in the Caribbean. So he's never been to Little St. James Island, Epstein's ranch in New Mexico, or his residence in Florida. The number of flights which Clinton appears to have been on publicly available flight logs was 26, but they include multi-leg trips to Africa and Asia. President Clinton took a total of 4 trips on Jeffrey Epstein's plane, 1 to Europe, 1 to Asia, and 2 to Africa, in connection with the work of the Clinton Foundation. He had 1 meeting with Epstein at his Harlem office in 2002, and around the same time made 1 brief visit to Epstein's New York apartment. Why? Everybody knew.
Buddies. They're just buddies.
They're just pals. I mean, Epstein gave an interview that was an off the record interview. It was someone doing one of the New York Times reporters, James Stewart, was doing background on a story that a rumor that he'd heard that that Jeffrey Epstein was working quietly behind the scenes to help Tesla. Elon Musk went through some trouble and needed to hire a new, board, whatever. And so he was working quietly behind the scenes, and Jeffrey Epstein's talking about it and is like, everybody there will deny it. I am a pariah in society. Nobody will ever acknowledge my existence if you talk to anyone at Tesla. But yeah, I can't say much about it. If this goes public, I'm done. So he was just giving some background. And so this guy wrote the story about the day he went to Jeffrey Epstein's house and said there was no shame in his game. He's got pictures of he's like, yeah, there's a MSB, Mohammed bin Salam or whatever, MBS, the Saudi prince. The door is answered. He gets to the door. It's answered by a 20-year-old blonde.
Wait, he has like a picture on his wall of the Saudi prince.
Yeah, as his buddy. And there's Clinton and Woody Allen. Like, the rat pack of fucking, creepy sex dudes are on his wall. His buddies. Known fucking creeps of the world are all over the walls. And he's like, yeah, it's bullshit, man, that this whole underage thing is pedophile is illegal. It's bullshit. There's a time back in the day when you could bang whoever you wanted, and now we've got all this. Whoa, we're supposed to feel bad. No.
Yeah, look at ancient Rome, right?
Sure.
Guys used to bang little boys all the time, no problem. It was accepted.
I mean, when you died at 34, it made sense to bang a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's like, but he told him that how because he's such a pariah and such a piece of shit, that all his powerful friends will come to him and confide in them because nobody's done worse shit than Jeffrey Epstein. And so all his powerful friends would be like, oh, man, that's bad. Here's what I did. And so he apparently had dirt on all these guys, all their fucking drug use, all their sex habits. And now he shows up and it winds up dead of a suicide in jail. I don't like conspiracy theories, but something just doesn't.
Yeah, it's definitely ripe for one, but I'm unwilling to, unless there's something more than just the coincidence. The dude had a reason to want to die too, right? He had definitely a reason to want to kill himself.
Yeah, but he would have been the most sought after prisoner in that prison. Like the most famous one, we know what prisoners typically think of pedophiles. They're the ones that, have a target on their back in jail.
I understand all that.
Why, all the protocols that are usually in place were not in place.
Yeah,
all
but
at
we
the
talked
same
about
time.
that. Why were they, not checking it? Because they're sleeping, because they're working overtime.
Yeah.
There's reasonable explanations, unless there's
Why
something
did he
else.
have a real blanket, Jay? Not the paper one he was supposed to have.
Because he was no longer, on technical suicide watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Did you read the Placido Domingo stuff? Speaking of the hashtag me.
I just saw the headline.
Oh, Mr. Domingo. Oh, Mr. Domingo. He's like the most famous opera singer ever.
Okay.
That's what they say.
I know, right?
Can you pull up one of his hits? I don't know what he's most known for, but Placido. So 8 singers and a dancer now have alleged that he sexually harassed them. I read this, and it sounds like he's more creepy than anything. I'm not going to excuse Placido's behavior, but it's not like he held anyone down and raped them. Like, all these girls are he liked young, hot chicks, and he thought he was badass because he can blow, and he can
Right.
sing his ass off on a stage. But it sounds like he would just call them relentlessly all night. He wouldn't leave them alone. Like, they would, he'd touch their leg. He, try to go in for a kiss, and they'd be like, bail on him. He did, one girl's like, I finally gave in and banged him twice, and he left a 10 on the dresser. And he said, I don't want you to feel like a hooker, but I don't want you to pay for parking either.
Oh my God.
Kind of a smooth move, though, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
nice.
it's- I
That's
mean,
thoughtful.
I mean, I was torn on this one.
Is it really a
10?
smooth
No,
move?
it's not. It should be
putting
like
a
50.
10 on the dresser?
No, it should be a 50.
Why,
or
how much is
something.
parking? I mean,
It doesn't matter. $10 is not smooth.
It shouldn't be a 50E. It should be a grand.
yeah,
Oh, whatever,
or
but it
10
shouldn't
grand.
be 10.
Well, if he knows that the parking overnight is $8.50, he leaves a 10. He's buying her coffee
There's no-
with the change. You know
Where
what I
are
mean?
they? $8.50 parking overnight?
Now,
No
if
way.
it's $12 overnight parking, he's a dick. That's a total dick move. So yeah, he came out and said all the allegations from these unnamed individuals dating back as many as 30 years are deeply troubling and, as presented, inaccurate. Still, it is painful to hear that I may have upset anyone or made them feel uncomfortable, no matter how long ago, and despite my best intentions. I believed that all of my interactions and relationships were always welcomed and consensual. Sure. People who know me or have worked with me know that I am not someone who would intentionally harm, offend, or embarrass anyone. Well, no, these people all worked with you. Those ones don't count. So the people that you didn't harass will all say you wouldn't harass anybody or harm
Not
anybody.
intentionally. That's the key, right? He always said, oh, you can't know his intent. So.
Yes, but intentionally. However, I recognize that the rules and standards by which we are and should be measured against today are very different. They were in the past. Like, he's leaning on that dude. This back in the day, you could just grab pussies all the time. Yeah, you just did.
Can move on him like a bitch.
Like a bitch. She's got these big fake tits now. Different than we were in the past, I am blessed and privileged to have had more than a 50-year career in opera and will hold myself to the highest standards. Good for you. So it's like the women, it was known in the opera world. Like, okay, if you're going to, do not ever be alone with Placido Domingo, ever. You avoid him at all costs. You have short conversations and get the fuck away from him. If he invites you out for a meal, you do it in a public place. You only go to lunch. You never go to dinner. Never go to dinner with Placido Domingo, and under no circumstances do you drink alcohol. Placido, how bad do you have to be creeping people out? The whole industry knows.
Yeah.
I can only go to lunch, and preferably with your friend too.
And here's the shitty thing for Luciano Pavarotti is everybody, including me,
Oh,
pictured
yeah.
Luciano Pavarotti
Let me
as
see.
Placido Domingo. This is the dude I was thinking of. So in my mind's
Oh,
eye,
yeah.
I'm assigning all this behavior.
Well,
Who's the other guy? What's her name?
Weren't they? Didn't they have some albums together? Like, weren't they the three? Like,
Oh, right.
Jose Carreras,
It was those two and then the other one.
Luciano
Yeah,
Pavarotti.
the three tenors.
Yes. Do you have any of their music?
I don't know. I guess this is him singing. I think.
Let's see if
Oh, but that's with
Voice like
Michael
an
Bolton.
angel. Look at this guy.
Shit, that's with Michael. These are all with other people, I guess.
he's had a 50-year career. Oh, there's the three of them. Let's see what they can. Let's see how they jam together. We don't need you, sir. These guys know what they're doing.
Oh, there they are.
So here's Pavarotti first, right? Looks
Yeah.
like.
See, that's who I was picturing this whole time.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this guy. He's bearded. He's large.
Yeah. Who's the one referenced in The Naked Gun? Is it Luciano Pavarotti?
I don't know.
Or is it Placido Domingo?
So here's the other guy, Jose Carreras.
Yeah, Jose.
Not bad.
He can sing, but he doesn't look the part.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
He looks like somebody's uncle.
Yeah. I didn't know your uncle could sing.
Yeah. So here's our guy. Here's our guy.
That's where he gets the balls.
I don't know. They all sounded pretty good to me.
Yeah, they did.
Well, they are the.
Hey, I wouldn't let Carreras or Pavarotti off the hook just yet. Who knows what these three were capable of back
Yeah.
in their heyday? You know what I mean? Yeah, he had keys to all the opera houses and would just kind of walk in unannounced, hoping to catch chicks nude. That's what they thought. Yeah, let's see. There was one other. This girl would walk off stage, and it got to the point like every night she would walk off stage and he'd be standing there and want to give her a big wet kiss. He gave big giant wet kisses, and these girls were like, I just would slobber off their faces, bummed out. He would confront her night after night and whisper, and with the same whispered question. Every time I would walk off stage, he would be in the wings waiting for me. He would come right up to me as close as he could be, put his face right in my face, lower his voice, and say, Patricia, do you have to go home tonight? I would say, yeah, I have to go home tonight, and I would walk away. Got to the point that I would walk off
Oh, my
stage
God.
and try to slither behind a pillar, and he would still find a way to find me. When she brought her husband, Dick Lou, to the Magic Flute opening night, Domingo came right up to me, took my hand, shook my hand, kissed both cheeks, and he whispered in my ear, I would like to meet my rival. Placido. I expected more from a tenor, you know?
These guys, they're powerful enough, they're famous enough, they're good enough where they could pull puss every night, right? But yet they have to take the creepy route.
Yeah.
It's not exciting for them or
Just-
something. I don't know.
Yeah, right. To have the power over this
Right.
chick and like
Yeah.
force her to do it.
There's this one girl, and she's avoiding him whenever she comes off stage. And one night he knew that she was going to be staying late. She had to stay late for a late performance or something. And so she, he came up to her and he said, and he asked if she could give him a ride home, and she's like, it's just so absurd. Like, why would Placido Domingo need me to give him a ride home?
Yeah.
You know, but she's like, but all these people, like, he was like this, he was so powerful. He was the boss of like whatever theater he worked at. He was the guy running it, picking the girls, whoever was going to be in the band, I guess you'd say. He was the guy making all the calls. So these girls, they're 20 years old, just starting their careers, going, I either fucking put up with this creep or I don't work here anymore. And it's like they've been blessed with the voice of an angel, right? To not share that gift with the world,
It's unfortunate.
yeah. So the whole premise was ridiculous. Why would he not have a ride home? But what was I going to do? Halfway through the short drive, he put his hand on her leg as she reached the building, directed her toward a side entrance, and told her to pull over. He tried to kiss me, then asked her upstairs. She declined. Several weeks later, Domingo approached her on a night he knew she was going to stay late. He told her, I've been trying to get you to work on this area with me for weeks. I really want to hear you sing. And so finally she agrees to let this dude come over, and they do their runs. They're working on their area and stuff, and he's giving her pointers. Everything's great. And then when it was over, he stood up and slid his hand down my skirt. And then that was when I had to get out of there. He followed her into the hallway, begged her to stay, and then gestured and pointed to his dong and went, I got 2 hours left. Like he took a Viagra.
Oh my god.
He had 2 hours left on the running. He's dealing with a running clock, and he knew he had 2 hours left.
That's awesome. I mean, it's. I've got 2 hours left.
He's sorry, though. He would never intentionally.
Not intentionally.
Never. And I mean never harm, harass, or intimidate anybody intentionally, Jay, and you know that.
And now a word from our fine sponsor, Twin Peaks.
At Twin Peaks, there is something from the made-from-scratch menu for every fan's appetite. The perfect sidekick to any meal is a featured rotating tap, served at a frosty 29 degrees in a 22-ounce man-sized mug. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
S.A. Banu.
Come again?
S.A. Banu. You're not familiar with S.A. Banu? The rugby player?
No.
The far north Queensland teen. You want to see this chick? She put a highlight reel out.
Oh, it's a chick. Okay.
Yeah. I thought when people sent this to me, I was like, okay, this is going to be some dude, just a lady, just kicking ass in the field. But no, it's a chick, little teen. And she posted the highlights on her Facebook video, on her Facebook page on Monday morning after the 16-18 year Invitational Carnival at Brisbane's Carina Leagues Club. I love that place. By Thursday, she's, it's trending and going crazy. She was part of the Truly Tigers side that won this year's Cairns District Juniors. I did not see that. I did not think the Truly Tigers would be able to pull that championship out. I know they did. Well, it's because of S.A. Banu. No doubt about
Let's
it.
see her in action.
All right, ready?
Wait, does she have the ball?
You'll
at this
see.
point?
There's like
You'll know who she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Is there audio-y?
I mean, I don't actually think there is actually music or something.
Wow, dude.
Packing the mail, it's gone.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I just signed a deal.
Go get it, S.A.
Yeah. I go out, walk, good. Play if you want.
A shit brick house?
Yeah.
A fire hydrant? These are terms that come to mind.
I got to give these broads credit for trying to tackle her.
Oh, look at her go.
Would you want to get it?
No.
Oh, she's going down. Is she Barry Sanders? No.
God, how does rugby work?
There's no nuance to her moves. She's
No.
just...
I guess there's a hit that ends this video.
That's a big old fat one that tried to get her and couldn't do it.
She's just chucking bitches. Wow.
Oh.
Oh shit!
She doesn't need technique. Look at her go.
She doesn't
My
need
God.
teammates.
Shit, dude, she drilled that
Yeah.
chick. The other girl fell down and she kept running.
It's a bowling ball, dude.
Yeah,
Bowling
but
ball hitting
can I
pins.
see that last hit again? I just need that last hit. I mean, dude, she doesn't need teammates.
Here she goes.
Really, bitch? You gonna line me up?
Boom! Oh shit! And they're not wearing pads or anything. She's just drilling.
Yeah, rugby's crazy that way, man.
I don't know how it works,
Dude.
I don't understand it.
To
I've
be
tried.
that dominant a player, just
She can move for how round she is. My
Yeah,
God.
hell yeah.
Do we have stats? Do we have numbers?
well, she won the. I don't know. We can probably look them up, but
Do
she
we have
took
measurements?
big
She
rotund.
looked about 5'2", 210.
250.
5'2" is a little wee.
Yeah, it's a wisp. She also took home the match's best and fairest medal.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Which, seeing that performance there, I mean,
Fairest?
she's got to take home the best and the fairest medal, I would think. No shock to me. So, anyways, yeah, she's
Just
loving
quite a
attention.
future
Yeah,
in high school.
in construction.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line. Did you see the video of Andy Dick?
No.
The story came out yesterday. He was performing at a club in New Orleans, Nolans, and unprovoked, some guy just walks up and blasts him in the
I
face.
did see this. Yes. Yes.
And I was like, really? Andy Dick's a weirdo. What
yeah,
what
you
happened?
know he said something though, right?
Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. Who knows these days?
But the club owner said he was on his best behavior. Andy was. He didn't insult anybody. He didn't harass anybody.
It's like he was just standing in line to get in, right?
No, he was. I think he just walked outside to like meet with fans. Like they had met with fans inside and were signing autographs, taking pictures, that kind of thing. There were more fans outside, so Andy went out there. It's like 2:30 in the morning, just kind of wrapping up. His Uber's about to arrive, and 15
level.
minutes. Pull up the video there.
He was out for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Yeah. He said they were. He woke up in the hospital and he thought he was in L.A. and he said he was being checked for possible brain bleed.
I don't know what happened. It was right there. Just a second.
What'd you do, Isis?
I don't know. It was right there. I
So
was
now can we
playing it.
blame any future crazy behavior by Mr. Dick on
Sure.
this head injury?
Sure.
So he's got a free pass. Good for Andy.
Well, he needs it. Yeah. He's had a rather troubling past.
It's not the greatest video.
I think it's pretty damn good. Closed circuit, I mean, you see exactly what happens. And
yeah, but there's just a lot of people around and stuff. It's. Oh, Jesus.
It's there when I look at it
ad.
here. I don't know where.
Just pull up Andy Dick punched. Google it or whatever. You'll find it
I
somewhere
know,
else.
but I had it. It's on this website when it's on this computer.
He's it's good for this, to get out there. We need, in case people forgot. He's had a few controversies over his career, including numerous allegations of sexual misconduct and inappropriate behavior. He was ushered off stage during a performance for pulling his dick and balls out in 2005. He was charged with sexual battery and charges for allegedly groping a woman in April last year. I believe there, he yanked a girl's shirt down and then jiggled their titties.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they didn't,
Can you do that? Is he gay? Right?
No, he's married.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never known honestly whether he. So I wonder that's what.
but she's got a restraining order against him. He's not allowed to come within 100 yards of her.
Gotcha.
How many times has Gab filed one of those against you?
Yeah. Not,
Have you ever had to stay
Pretty rare.
100 yards?
not heard of that. No.
All right.
Yeah. What's this guy got with Dick? I'm watching it right now. It's gross, man.
Go ahead, eat.
Kind of turns away from a group of people
You would think,
and just
bam,
right on the side of the head.
you would think all those people there, I mean, that's the guy they came to see. You would think that they're fans of Andy Dick. Like, why wouldn't someone tackle that dude? They don't know where that guy is.
You think fans of Andy Dick are the most, I don't know, apt to confront people? Andy Dick's kind
See,
of
here's the thing though. When you get
a wiry little weasel guy.
but when you get to
Yeah.
that level, if you're, he's
Wait,
at a
what
we-
went down the street there? Is there somebody else getting punched
Are they trying to catch that guy?
on the corner? So if you watch right after the dude punches him, he has the wherewithal to go pick up his bottle.
Grabs his beer.
Yep, grabs his bottle. And then I think he starts walking, I'm going to call it north,
Sure.
because it's up.
Yeah.
I do the
I
same
always do
thing, right?
So he's walking north up the sidewalk.
Sure. It could easily be east, west, or south.
We'll call it north. And then it looks like something happens thereafter in terms of a scuffle.
It's like he's preying on him.
All right, Andrew, yeah. Waits for him and boom. Grabs his
Grab
beer.
my beer. I'm going to need that.
He's going to head north.
Okay, he
walks
just
through
kind
a
of gets
group
into the
of people.
crowd.
Do those people just not see that it happened even?
Probably.
Honestly.
Does he start running?
I don't know.
Or he just walks away. So this guy's going after him.
Going, hey, man.
Yo.
You hit Dick. Why'd you hit Dick? And then their girl runs
what are you
after
going to
him.
do, sweetheart?
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh no!
She falls on her face.
No!
Oh my God, yes.
Oh,
She falls on her
tried-
face.
she-
I gotta watch that again now.
She was trying to be a hero.
Our potential heroine falls flat
Oh
on her
my
face, literally.
Right as she's about to get to the perp.
Oh, and you know what, dude? She's over the curb at that point, so
Yeah.
it's not like she made the.
Some raised sidewalk, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's not the greatest video. It's hard to pick
It
out.
just got
what
a lot
she made.
better.
But it couldn't be more.
No, I'm
like,
saying quality, like
it couldn't be
HD
more.
quality is
Yeah.
not there.
Her falling on her
Look at her.
face.
No, I'm putting an end to this. I'm going
Hey, you
to
hit
stop
Dick.
you.
But she gets back up right away, huh? Right
Yeah,
away.
good for her.
And now she's
Grabs her
embarrassed.
purse.
She's humiliated.
There she goes around the corner.
Oh, I want to see her
What
face.
is she going to do when she gets there?
I don't know.
I mean, isn't she just going to Andy Dick her? She's just go, bitch, really?
Yeah, he just showed willingness to lay out a dude looking the other way.
Yeah. She's trying to be a hero. Trying to be a hero.
That was a rough
I'm gonna-
fall, man. Dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
she bit it hard.
If she didn't,
Was she at
brace
top
herself,
speed? Was she at personal top speed?
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah. She looked like she was wearing sensible flat shoes, not heels, but
You thought so?
boy.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's a
Yeah.
little grainy.
I thought
Oh,
I would
man.
I would not go with flats. I'd say she was probably wearing heels. But.
Oh, I want to talk to her. Find out what was going on in
Who
her.
was
Like,
that?
What was the deal? What were you going to do? Were you going to trip him, hit him with your purse, subdue him? I mean, you saw the guy in where was he? That knifed a bunch of people, yelling.
Yes, where was that? Was that Australia?
Something like that. Queensland.
Yeah.
And did you see when they captured that guy?
No.
The heroes there, some men, put him down and then put a fucking milk crate over his face, and you see his face in the milk crate. So retarded. See if you can find that.
Damn, so like a milk crate to the neck?
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Hold him down. You just grab whatever you can in the vicinity, but seeing that picture of his face in the milk crate.
That's humiliating.
Yeah. Yeah. And all I could think was, really, dude? I mean, Allah Akbar hasn't been a hit for like 2 years.
Yeah, we haven't heard that in a while.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's over, right? Your team got the shit kicked out of it. It's done. What are you running out, trying to jump in the game now?
Did you see it appeared he was taking a selfie after he knifed one chick? Like,
Really?
he stopped to take a selfie and then continued on his spree. What a sicko, man.
Yeah, I think he got out of his
Woo!
mental hospital, I think is what they're saying. And they're saying he didn't, but he did have a USB on him, they said, with like details of other mass shootings and attacks. But they're like, no, not terror related. And it's like, he's screaming Allah Akbar, man, and he's got the USB stick. You can't find that,
I had this story I pulled up, but I don't see any images of that. Just like,
Picture?
Yeah, flip through. Is there anything you can click through them?
well, yeah, I just didn't see.
Because he's got man panties on too.
What does that mean?
He's wearing a little like bikini brief.
Oh.
When they got him down. Keep going. There's pictures.
Oh my God, there he is, holding the weapon.
Yeah, look at that fucking knife.
Chilling.
Keep going. See his panties?
Oh my gosh.
Right?
That's the story. Why is that, man?
Yeah. I think there's another picture of him when he's first down, and I think
Yeah, you can't sag like that if you're gonna wear panties like that.
Yeah. He's got, I think his butt cheeks are hanging out in one of them and I was like, is he wearing a little fucking thong? What's going on here?
Bikini briefs.
Yeah. He's bikini briefed.
No shoes. Huh. Okay.
What's going on with that toe? I might be stepping. Keep going, E. You got to see him.
First pig looks large. I'm with you.
Yeah, doesn't it? It might be just the way he's stepping. So he searched the house. Yeah. Look at that. Is that
Oh
his
my gosh.
Is that his butt cheeks and bikinis?
Appears to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Humiliating.
They say they're popular. You know what though? I don't think I'm going to tell you this is for us. It's all ridiculous, but I think that you know how things are now. Everything.
There he is.
God damn, what a way to be apprehended.
Look
It's
at
a
him.
goddamn milk crate.
Man, I'm in a milk crate. Look at stinks.
What is that on around his neck? Like
It looks like maybe they have a chair over
I was
him.
going to say,
too.
or like a lamp. Kind of.
They're just grabbing whatever they
Yeah.
can in the moment. You know what I mean?
Try not to touch him as much. Like, just sit over him in a chair.
Yeah. Smile big. Say cheese, dick lick.
God, man.
Look at that. What a way to be apprehended. He's milk crate face. Isn't that the best?
Yeah.
This or not.
There was so there were heroes, bystanders. I saw some sort of Instagram post. It said, heard like man scream, people screaming, he's got a knife. That's not a knife. He's got a knife, and everyone ran the other way. Well, I ran towards him. Hashtag hero summer.
Wow, yeah.
Nice.
I ran towards. It's like someone else can post that. You
Yeah.
can't post that about yourself,
can't.
can you?
No.
And then hashtag it hero summer.
Hashtag braggart.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Hashtag douche. You
Dude,
went from
you know
hero
what
to
though, man?
douche.
If you're trying to stop a dude with a, you are a hero. That's fucking unbelievable.
First off, he had a couple other people with him, and a milk
I'd
crate.
almost rather try to stop a guy with a gun
really
than a guy with a knife.
Yeah, knife. Oh,
Yeah, I agree. I think
You
you're
know?
right because you know
Could
what?
At least grab an arm and keep it away or something.
Yeah.
But just the idea of just getting slashed once.
Yeah, a gun can. It's
Of
gonna
course, you
really
get
only.
shot once. That'll hurt you. But
yeah, that'll
No,
stop you in your tracks
but
usually.
Jay,
I don't
you're
know, man.
Jay, you're right though. The knife, and in my opinion, if you're in a close quarters, the knife has way more chance
Yeah.
at getting little slashes here and there.
Yes,
where the
sir.
gun, you kind of know it's only gonna. If it shoots, it's going out one way. So if you kind of can
That's
strong
right.
arm it that way, at least.
Yeah.
You want to catch him from a side angle. You want to blindside a guy. You know what I mean? Like if you can run around a car and then sneak attack him, that's the way to do it. But you don't want to. I'm with you. You don't want to man up one on one.
No, I don't think so.
No. Plus, he's just stabbed 5 other people or whatever. Killed someone. One of those women was killed.
Hey, if you suffered a traumatic accident or injury, don't call the billboard or TV attorneys. Your first call should be to Ogden Legal Triage. Ogden Legal Triage will find you the right personal injury attorney for your case at no cost to you. They will negotiate the best price and save you time, money, and hassle. Who better to help you find a lawyer but a lawyer? Ogden Legal Triage. For more information, go to firstcalldetroit.com.
Hey, let's take a really, really quick time out, and then we'll come back. We'll get to some email.
Sure.
Mike Tyson. Did you see him in the news today?
I did not see him in
He's
the
a big
news.
fan of the weed.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, I
Would
had
have
no
never
idea.
guessed.
Yeah. So we'll do that and more next.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. Cast continues now, bitches. Here are Mike and Jay.
All right. Welcome back to the show, everybody. And I wanted to remind you, tomorrow we got Kim Goldman on the show. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, you listened to the episode today?
No, I'm a few back. I'm going to be listening most of the once I get back from the dentist.
It's a short one.
Is it?
She had one of the defense team, and I forget his name. He's a lesser-known guy, but he
Yeah.
only spoke for a short time, so it's a shorter episode. But
Was it an ambush call?
no.
It was set up?
Yeah, he agreed, but it sounded pretty heavily edited, honestly, because he just sounded like he wasn't giving a ton of good information. But
Yeah.
he did make clear, like, oh, yeah, he totally believes OJ's innocent to this day, believes everything
Gotta
was
be
planted.
shitting me.
And Kim's like, okay.
Wow.
No, the guy puts everything on Furman, you know. Furman lied.
Gotta
Furman
be
could have
kidding
planted
me.
it.
Explain the Bronco blood.
I know, man.
I mean, it's Furman didn't have the fucking Bronco,
Nope.
you know, and all three of their blood was found in the Bronco.
Yep.
So how did they do that?
Yeah.
Magic, I guess.
Really good podcast, though.
It is.
Confronting OJ Simpson.
Confronting OJ. So yeah, we'll have her on tomorrow. I was doing a little background, as I'm known to do, and I want to know more about her mom. Her mom sounds like a real piece of shit. Like bailed on them early, and her and Kim do not get along. But I didn't
Do
know
you?
you could.
Want to know more about Kim Golden's mom?
I think it's odd. You would think that your son is brutally murdered. It's the biggest story in the world, and the mom is still like, yeah, you're a bitch, Kim. You know, it seems fucking weird. But I saw that, and that this might go back 2 years now. She auctioned off her portion of the judgment.
Oh, cool.
Financial
Wow.
judgment. Did you know you could do that?
Just the piece of paper, you mean?
Well, no.
Or she actually sold it to a
Auction,
lender?
she was auctioning it off. You could buy it outright for $1
Yeah.
million. So she got $9 million in a judgment in the civil suit, right?
Yeah.
Saying that he was responsible for the deaths. That has since ballooned to $24.7 million. She's never gotten a dime.
Yeah.
So she was saying it's going up for auction, or you could buy it outright right now
Did it
for
say
$1
how
million.
much she got $1 million?
No, I don't know what she got, but I didn't know you could do
Yeah,
that.
you can
And-
sell judgments. You've seen those companies, haven't you? People who are just dying for money. You know, they've got a judgment that's being paid out over time or something. And they
Yeah.
go and they're like, yeah, I'll cash this in for 10 grand. It's worth 80 over
Yeah.
3 years or something. And so these companies will buy it up.
Well, this gives you the right to pursue the money from OJ anyway. So some dude
Some
can buy
guy
it
out there.
and just hound OJ Simpson for his where's my money?
Nice.
Yeah. So I don't know if it ever went to auction, but they said they had, the story I read said that there were hundreds of people that were interested. So I don't know. I mentioned Mike Tyson for the break. He is doing a podcast, Hot Boxing. It's kind of a dope name.
Yeah, it's not
It's got
bad.
boxing in it and hot box like that.
Sure.
He has a ranch now where he grows weed and sells it, for medicinal purposes. Obviously. It's just the healing nature. But he smokes too for it's done wonders for him, the healing nature of it, and he smokes about $40,000 a month worth of marijuana for healing. It's medicinal. Don't laugh.
God, yes.
He takes a lot of medicine.
A sick man.
Yeah, around 10 tons of weed every month.
Wait,
How much is that? Like, how much is that?
that's how much he's cultivating and selling.
Tyson revealed he smokes $40,000 worth of pot every month, around 10 tons of weed.
No, he doesn't.
Also sells around $500,000 worth of cannabis each month from his 420-acre
Does
ranch
not
in
smoke
California.
10 tons of weed every month.
Yeah, that $40,000. Can you buy 10 tons of weed for $40,000
You can't smoke 10 tons of weed
in a month?
lifetime.
You've got a month, dude. I mean, it'd be hard in February, maybe, but the other months of the year, you could probably do it.
It's ridiculous.
His bold plans for his ranch, a playground for stoners, which will feature a luxury hotel, golf course, there will be glamping.
Nice.
What is glamping? That's the camping.
Glamorous camping.
Oh, glamorous camping. A lazy river that will take a full hour to cross. An amphitheater for concerts.
Do I have to like weed to go? This actually sounds kind of cool.
I don't know. Well, you can go.
Can I drink?
There will even be a Tyson University
What? Oh,
to teach cannabis cultivation techniques to future farmers. He says it changed his life. He's the perfect person. His business partner said cannabis helped him out of this rut, of alcohol and drugs. So, but yeah, don't you think if you're $40,000 a month smoker, come on, yeah, you're just getting high as balls now, right? We're just getting high as balls.
Of
right?
course.
Yeah. His vision is to educate and engage the public in the healing properties of cannabis and CBD. Tenants will be allowed to smoke anywhere in the park except for areas where liquor is sold. Despite becoming the head of a weed empire, he doesn't actually grow or produce any of the marijuana himself. Instead, it's all sourced, inspected to reach his high standards. So he tests it all to make sure it reaches his high standards. He's got very, very high standards. So,
Be a weed tester. That'd be good.
yeah, it's not bad.
I
Are
wonder
there
how
enough
often-
sources of weed out there nowadays that, like, you're really going after Tyson's? Like, you're going to trust Mike Tyson as the guy to.
Well, they make clear he's not growing shit or producing shit.
Yeah.
He just smokes it first and goes, it's pretty good. I like it.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just funny, this whole, like, I get it. I get the CBD creams and all that stuff. People really seem to like that, but this idea of smoking pounds and pounds of weed and just being like, yeah, man, it's for my health.
Yeah, my glaucoma.
Yeah, I got glaucoma, I got headaches, I got stressed. I stress
Right.
sometimes, so I smoke $40,000 worth of weed a month.
I'll never forget the listener who wrote in and said, yeah, she gets really bad headaches after drinking. She gets hungover.
Yeah.
And so
Right.
she went to her doctor and got a marijuana card.
Yeah,
Take
Yeah, I get those too.
care of those
Crazy.
headaches.
yeah, yep. I mean,
That's
that's what are you gonna
And
do?
around we go.
I love the ones where it's like, I mean, they'll ask you like, do you feel stressed? I mean, what's going on? It's like, yeah, you sure? Yeah, I got a little
Anxiety,
stress.
yeah.
I go to work and then I'm depressed because I have to work. On the weekends I'm fine, but during the work week I'm depressed.
Can't
'cause
handle it.
I got to shift as a waitress and it stinks. I don't want to be a waitress. It makes me depressed. Well,
Here you go.
just a perfect candidate. A little script. There you go. There you are. All right. Thank you very much.
Escape. There you go.
It's awesome. How are we doing for email?
We do have some email.
do
If
we
you'd
got?
like to write into the show, of course, send us your thoughts to email at DetroitCast.com. Anonymous Plane Guy writes in. So we put out the bat signal the other day to plane guys concerning cameras on airplanes.
Yes.
Oh, lo and behold, there are cameras on most airplanes. I am an engineer for a company that produces some of the commercial jets that you guys fly on all the time. Of course there are cameras on planes. Not all of them. It is an option that airlines can select. They are hidden, so you won't find them, just like everywhere else. Just assume that you're always on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's who's not Spirit obviously wouldn't have them.
Yeah.
They're the ones that don't go the extra. They're not going to want that. But
The budget airline, so to speak.
I still want to know why. More about the guy with the camera in the toilet. But
Aaron writes in with an idea, a new TDC offering. Aaron says, Eric's ordained now. He's an ordained minister. So monetize that fact. For X dollars, you can have Eric officiate your nuptials.
yeah,
The
I had some
package.
drunk couple asked me if I want to marry them.
some drunk couple.
Well, I must say, I mean, I assume they okay. Maybe they weren't drunk, but having some beers or whatever.
Yeah,
and
So you should have a contract on the ready.
Yeah,
Sure,
absolutely.
you should
Take down
totally do
payments.
it. E. What do
Well,
you
of course
what do
I
you
said
charge?
yes. I don't know.
The package, according to
I said yes,
Aaron,
though.
should include some value-add items, such as Eric doing a special dance with the couple, shout-outs on the show, and a framed copy of Eric's note sheet from his writing session. So his note sheet
Yeah.
on like how you're coming up with the
You know what
The
I want
ceremony?
to? I actually don't want to read it. I don't want to read it right now because I don't want to do that to my sister. But I actually yesterday, because I had some time here, I do have. This is it right here.
it's all crinkled up. It just like it's like garbage.
That's probably how he's going to have it.
No, I'm
out of his
reposting it
pocket.
and stuff. I'm gonna have a binder and everything. But this is it. Right here.
Can
is
you
my,
read that to us on Monday or whatever?
Sure. I just.
I
don't
mean,
want,
once you get through, I don't blame you. You don't want to.
I don't
want
want to do it to my sister, but I do have it. I could. Yeah, I can do it. I do it.
Can you give us a one-line teaser?
I don't know. I don't. I mentioned I make a joke about where I try to say like what I actually said was oh shit, but I'm not going to embarrass my sister, so I'll just say oh shoot. So we got that.
It's not bad.
I don't know.
I'm glad you're working this out
I can.
now.
Oh, I got it. No, I've got it.
It's Saturday.
It's ready to go. Yeah.
It's Saturday.
Wow,
Okay.
that's awesome. And where's it?
I'm somewhere in Clarkston.
Somewhere in Clarkson.
Are we allowed to go?
You had to ask a long time ago, man.
I did ask a long time ago. I said Jane, I wanted to be there.
I'm sure that. Well, I don't know. I can't say anything.
She's probably got an extra steak laying around I can have, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that she'd want
Okay.
you there personally.
Why?
because it's not as funny to her to have someone like you sit there and be an asshole.
Why-
It would be funny to me, and it
Why
would
do
be
you
funny
think
to
I would be an asshole? I would never be an asshole at her wedding. Never.
I don't know, man. You can message her on Facebook if you want and ask her if you can go.
Yeah, I was looking at pictures of her on the beach and stuff.
I know.
Whoa. You got pictures of Lauren on the beach?
Nice little can.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Best of Joel writes in. It's been a while. Best of Joel.
Mm-hmm.
Shaming a fellow listener is the subject line. Chaz, Mongoloid, Beto, and lovable Big Easus. Boy, has he changed tunes.
Wow.
I was disappointed in a fellow listener this weekend. I was at the FGL concert,
Oh,
Florida
boy.
Georgia Line.
Nice.
Concert with my girlfriend at DTE on Saturday. After the concert, as we were walking toward the exit, I glance as some random people walk by and see the telltale blue of the Detroit Cast logo. I can't fully see said logo because of a purse strap, but I could make out the D. She passes by, and it's the older TDC shirt with the TDC back written with the all the show sayings. One of my favorite TDC shirts ever made, but I digress. So we yell, "Hell yeah, Detroit Cast! Hey, Detroit Cast, TDC!" Finally, she looks. Reading her facial expression, she seemed a mix of confusion and annoyance. We keep yelling, Detroit Cast, because we figured she didn't get it yet or couldn't hear. She just seemed to be even more confused and off-put. She then turned away, looked back once, and turned away and kept on going. Absolutely uncalled for.
Wow.
I just wanted a hell yeah, Detroit Cast in return, and that's all.
I think that's a gripe that's fair.
But no, I get disgust in return. Shame, shame, shame.
Is it possible that someone that has no idea what the show is would be wearing that shirt?
Is it possible somebody off the shirt at a Salvation Army and somebody just picked it up?
Would you want it? I mean, that seems like a
wow, what a
strange
random
choice.
shirt.
I mean, I would buy that though
Yeah,
if I
Easus
was at
would.
if I was
Would
at the,
you? The sayings on the back? Like
yeah, those are the
fuckface
shirts
and-
I look for.
Just rando.
Those are the shirts I look for. Things that look one off, or family reunion shirt from '86.
It hasn't been.
Cocksucker thing that you have,
It hasn't been long enough yet for one of those shirts to wind up in a Salvation Army.
Oh, yes,
is
it has. Absolutely.
Really?
I mean,
Few
why not?
years.
I'd love to know what we
What happened
got
there?
for it.
What happened there?
How much did you pay for that shirt? If it was, we had like a buck.
What's the going rate for a T-shirt at
I won't.
Salvation Army?
I won't pay. I have to really like it if I pay more than $3.99.
Would you pay $3.99 for ours?
If I saw that shirt, I probably, I might. If I didn't know what it was, you're assuming I don't know what it is. I walk in there.
You'd have no idea what it is. You're just like,
I might because
kinda
I would.
cool
I
design.
really would. You know what I would probably. Yeah, I might. Because it's just like it would be something that'd be like, dude, I don't know what the fuck this is. This looks fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of Salvation Army, you guys been there lately?
No.
So one up in Oxford, right? And I've been during my journey toward minimalism, I've been frequenting this place, dropping shit off, right?
Yeah.
So I get there at like 8:45 one morning, and I've got a load in my.
Are they open that early?
No, they open at 9. But good point.
First in line.
The store opens at 8:30. The donation center opens at 9.
Why?
That's an important
That's
fact.
bullshit.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So I pull behind, and the guy sees me pulling behind, and he just starts waving at me to go
Get
away.
out of here.
Go-
See you in 15.
No, he's yelling at me. No, go away.
Yeah, he doesn't want your
And I
shit.
roll down my thing. I'm like, aren't you open at 8:30? No, donation center opens at 9. I'm like, well, it's 8:45. I'm
Can I
like,
sit here?
I think, dude, honestly, and you're right.
What does he matter?
no,
He doesn't
here's the
own
thing.
parking lot.
I've been here like multiple times, and what happens is I pull up, and I guess if you're a dick, you can let them unload your car, but I get out and I unload the shit, and I put it like basically right next to my car, and then they put it in the bins that they want it in, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, listen, man, I can just like set it right here, and then you can do the sorting that you always do.
Yeah.
You know, when I come here.
Yeah.
No, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Leave. He's like getting belligerent. I couldn't believe it, man.
Did you leave?
Well, I went inside and bitched to the manager.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I said, hey,
old man and pussy.
dude, I'm not coming back, and I'm not waiting. I had a strict timeline that morning.
The Salvation Army.
Dude, I went in there. I'm like, look, I'm like, can I just drop this stuff off? I'll unload it myself. I'm not asking
at 9
anyone to-
o'clock. It's the rule.
We are a nation of laws.
We are a nation of laws, Jay.
We are a nation of laws.
I mean, if this was somebody else.
What? It's
But the rules are the rules.
It's
If
15
someone else
minutes.
grieved this, not you personally, you would absolutely call them an asshole because
I don't think so, man.
Rules are there for a reason. It's not your business why they have the rules
I
the
would
way they
definitely
are.
spout out the line, we're a nation of laws. That would happen.
Yep.
But it would be somewhat tongue-in-cheek in this instance, I believe.
Yeah.
Because it involves you.
Yeah, no, I believe in this instance, given the procedure of literally, this is how it works. You get out of your truck and
If you let one person do it, then 10 people do it.
Yeah, it's a great point, E. There's nobody it's madness.
This place,
it's anarchy.
That
If
place,
they let you do, if one guy sees you do it, he's going to go in and be like, "What the
guess
fuck,
they're accepting
man?"
them now. Now
and if
he
it's
walks
and if it's a
in-
black person who was denied a few days earlier, it goes in there and goes, I see the way this is, man. Whitey can come in here and drop his shit off early.
All of a
That guy
sudden there's
screamed
an
at me and made me
EOC
get the
charge.
fuck out of here. Yeah.
No.
Now you're mixed up in that dust up.
No, so I got the manager involved, and yeah, she let me do it. Did
course
exactly
she did.
what I said. I just left it there, and then
He
in
must have
15
been-
minutes,
I
that
think
guy
you're
can
so
walk
in the
over there and
wrong.
sort it.
I think you're so in the
Dude,
wrong.
That guy must have been so hot seeing
He
that
was
play
hot.
out.
He was hot. I was like, see ya, bud.
Oh.
Give him a little see ya, bud.
Yeah. You know, in your defense, Jay, I do think either you're fucking open or you're not. You can't have two.
No.
Yes.
Plenty of stores have things like Myers is open 24 hour, but the bank isn't always open 24 hour.
Good pointy.
No, this isn't another unit inside the
Things
the Salvation Army. It's the Salvation Army. Drop off shit.
No,
buy
the
shit.
deli isn't open 24 hours.
It's a different
That's a
thing.
no, it's not. It's a part of Meijer. The deli is a part of Meijer. They do not slice turkey at 1 a.m. for you.
Good pointy.
I don't want them to
don't
slice
have a-
turkey at 1 a.m.
I guess I don't
The
have a
fact
problem
is-
having them
But you
different
just
times.
said that you can. How can if you're
No.
open, you're open.
You're open. Yes, if you're the Salvation Army,
That's a division of the Salvation
you
Army.
sell
It's a
clothes
part-
and you take in clothes. What are we doing?
It's a part of the-
cra- I don't need to know all the crazy hours. It's like fine if you want to open at 10 on Saturday and 8 in the morning the rest of the days of the week. That's fine. But don't have two different opening out
it's just
times.
things have a reason. For
The
why
whole
they-
nature of the thing. I'm giving you free shit for you to sell.
They don't
you know?
care. Those guys
Yeah.
are making.
I understand. I've actually served there. I've actually done that.
I know.
Job.
I know. I've
Okay.
heard.
I've actually worked weeks at
Why?
centers. Why do you think? Community service.
Yeah.
Yes, I've
The
actually.
judge asked you to do it.
Yes, I was asked nicely by a judge to perform said service, and I did to the best of my ability.
I swear to God, I thought it was your giving nature, like the church
No.
would do it or something.
No, this is-
court ordered.
Yes. So I get it, man. I get they don't give a fuck. And
Yeah.
you take something breakable there, it's getting slammed against the wall. They don't
Yeah.
care. But dude, it's 15 minutes. This is the process. I put it right here. And then you take it and you
Yeah.
bin it.
But he might have things he has to do to
It's
get
not-
ready for that. And then again, I'm telling you, there's other people.
If
now
Jay-
they
How
are
am I
waiting in line.
precluding him from getting ready? How?
There's other people because you do it,
Because
and there's the other people in line,
No,
and then they
no,
go,
nobody's
"Oh,
in
that."
line.
But you,
The door's
this
closed,
one
Eve.
time. But if you're not strict every time, then it happens.
Well, if Jay wants to unload it himself and set it neatly by the wall,
Always neat.
not in anyone's way.
Yeah.
No one's. If you asked him, like, "Yo, man,
This is
grab
such
a
a
handful of
hypocrisy
shit,
situation
grab a bunch
here.
of shit and bring it in,"
The dude starts.
that's unfair. He's got stuff to do. He's doing whatever he
I'm
does.
trying to
but-
have a reasonable conversation with the guy too. I'm like, well, why can't I just take it and put it here? And he's like, there was almost a fire at the Clarkston store. Like, okay, I'm gonna go inside and talk.
Yeah.
to him. This,
so
this
ridiculous.
went off the
honestly.
rails.
The more I think about it,
Well,
the more I think this
he's
is
changing the
ridiculous.
subject at that point.
Totally.
We're not at the Rochester store where this has nothing to do with it. Were you bringing a bunch of
Flammables?
gasoline
No.
canisters and paint cans
No
over?
flammable liquids or
I mean, if you were bringing over
textiles. Okay.
if you were bringing over open cans of gasoline and lighters, I could see
Yeah.
where he's like, "Look, man, we can't have another. It was a
Clarkston
nightmare
store.
at the Clarkston store.
No.
you know?
I don't know. It's 15 minutes. If it was
So
an hour,
everything's
hour and a
15.
half.
Every
How-
15
by the
minutes
way,
is
I
15
wanna
minutes,
know.
and then it adds up, and it adds up, and you let 5 people in, and you let
By
10
the time
people in.
by the time you got inside,
Why can't you just go into
shut
Cedar
up,
Point
Isis.
whenever?
Fuck. By the time you got inside and got the manager, because it takes a while to find
Nope.
that person.
Took me. It was lickety split.
And you were able to concisely, did you have like an elevator pitch? You knew what you were going to do because the clock's running.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is end up 20 minutes with the manager.
Oh,
and now it's
God.
9:05 and you've defeated the purpose.
I've lost 5 minutes.
Right.
No, I wanted out of there, so it was quick.
It was.
It's like, look, I just want to drop this stuff off. Any way I can do that. I'm in a time
Did
crunch
she-
here.
was it a he or
She's
she?
like, she's like, sure, yes, I'll go back there.
That guy's, oh man, I feel
I
bad
know.
for that guy. He's
In
probably
your
still,
face!
He is still chapped ass
Yeah,
over that.
yeah.
Oh,
As he should be.
yeah. I mean, the power that he has is so minuscule in
I
the
know.
world. Like, he has the tiniest scrap of power
Yes.
in this world. He chose to wield it.
He typically has the ability
took it
to
from
wave
him.
off a consumer at 8:45. I
Yeah.
took that from him.
You yanked it out of his hands, and then you tattled on him, and then you fucking threw it in his face. Oh, man. I mean, dude.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy.
You know, wow.
How'd we get on that?
The
Salvation Army T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to know, hey, lady, if you still listen to the show,
Yeah.
write in,
Who
and
are you?
yeah, who are you? And why aren't you, answering when people go Detroit Cast? Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that warrants a hell yeah, Detroit Cast.
Would she would at least know what she was wearing, though. Like, it couldn't be dumbfounded. She can't be dumbfounded by
Sounds
that.
like she was. Like she's like,
what?
What are you saying?
Would you then go,
tall person?
Oh, Detroit Cast. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is,
Yeah.
but yeah, cool. Yeah,
you think you would still say something? I would actually still be like, because I wear dumb Salvation Army shirts, and I'll have people like, oh, Plainville Elementary or something, and I'll be like, yeah, it's just a funny shirt I got at Salvation Army, and then they laugh about it or something. So you think that if she really truly bought it somewhere else, even she might be like, yeah, fucking, oh, that's something.
Is it on Joel though to go? Your shirt,
dude.
Your
I
shirt.
was.
Because I feel like Joel had.
Is it beyond the realm to suggest that perhaps Joel was a little tipsy after the FLG show?
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I was thinking that.
Oh, was
too.
it after? Was it post?
Yeah,
show?
walking
FGL,
post-show.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, post show.
Possible that he was tipsy.
Wandering around with that tall frame. Hey, your shirt. Yeah.
No one can understand him.
Dry cast. Yeah, Detroit.
Yeah.
I know that he's a tall dude. And
One eye open.
Some poor lady just going, I just want to
Fuck,
go
why is
home."
that monster yelling at me?
Detroit gas.
It would look like what's the fucking remember the 12-year-olds that stabbed their friend?
Oh.
What was the name of that character that was
Oh, Slender Man.
Slender Man.
Got Slender Man babbling.
Got Slender Man
post-concert.
screaming at you in the concert. TDC! TDC! She's running like it's, oh my God, it's Slender Man. It's a fucking nightmare.
all possibilities.
Oh my God. Hey, Matt writes in, gents and Jay, a grievance has found me. We know the rules, but some new listeners may not, so explain it to them, you smug son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Matt, you can't be mean
nicely,
about it.
Christ.
No.
All right, the rules of grievances are simple.
Yeah.
The purported grievance shall assert a grievance and they'll have 30 seconds to do so. Now, at the end of said grievance, the members of TDC will vote whether it's pussy, old man, stolen, perhaps it's stolen. God, I hope it's not. Or maybe it's bona fide.
Rarely a bona fide AF.
Rarely. But here we go. I'll put you to the clock, sir. On a recent trip to my local speedway, I came across, gross, a patron in need of assistance with getting inside. This older gent had 2 canes, and not the typical ones you see with the palsy. No, these were 2 standard-ass canes he used for support. After holding the door, he was within the 5-step rule, and retrieving my 2 items, I stand in line like the good cattle I am and wait. Nearly 10 fucking minutes! Because this old, crutched-up proper turd took that long getting exact change from 2 different wallets for whatever the fuck he was buying, while the line grew to 9 other people behind me. I'm never holding the door again. Good day! He timed that out.
I don't know what the
Matt,
grievance
I give you
is
props.
actually, though.
He's mad at old people.
Bona fide.
Well,
I just don't understand.
it's bona fide. I mean, dude, I get it, you're slower. I'm not expecting to pick up the pace in the parking lot and jog across the street if you're old as shit. But that whole deal with the line and pulling out that plastic fucking thing that you squeeze and pulling exact change out. No.
Well,
no.
We have to remember that these old people used to be useful people.
But they used to be humans.
Yeah, they did. They used to be. So we have to remember that when we
Our
encounter
brain is
them
just
in public.
moving so slow.
I know.
And we can't fathom it because you have to. It's like you're not there until you're fucking there.
Yeah. So you have to be patient. And if you, sir, Matt, hold the door for a guy with 2 canes, caned up proper as he said.
How did he get in front of him? By the way,
you have to. I think you have to expect what happened to happen.
And why
did he?
You can hold the door and then just walk past him.
Exactly.
He's going
How
at
did he
snail's
let him?
pace.
How did he?
Why would you let him go first?
He said he had to go get the shit. He holds the door and then retrieves his 2 items. That's the problem. Matt had to go get 2 items. Old man probably heads straight for the counter, right?
Yeah.
Because he's paying. He probably wants $2.73 in gas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, he should have just held the door when he saw that going. He should have ignored the items he wanted. We don't have time for that shit anymore. He should have just held the door and then gone back to his car.
I think it's pussy and it's mean. It's mean-spirited, Matt. I don't like it. Got to be nicer to older
I
people.
mean, it would
I'd
suck.
like to
We've
see a
all
video
been
of
there,
it,
but
honestly.
yeah, I would too.
I'd like to see the
So,
circumstances for
let us know
myself.
let us know what Speedway it is, and maybe we can get the surveillance videos.
Yeah, I'm going to reserve a bona fide call right now. Just go there, get their closed circuit cameras from that day.
Wouldn't you
Let
love
us
to
view
see
the
it?
video, and then if what you're saying is true, then I will render it bona
is
fide.
the-
Until then, bona fide on hold.
It is the fucking worst, though.
In reality, though, I'm just getting older, and so I feel like I can see that on my horizon. Like I'm
Yeah.
going to be the slow guy standing there trying
No, I
to
bet you're
deal with
not.
my exchange.
Mike, he just went to the Salvation Army manager. What do you mean he's not? I'm sorry.
I'm not saying he's not going to be a dick. He'll
No,
be
not
a dick,
but I'm
he's
just
not going
saying
to be slow.
that's the thing that an old man would do. I'm sorry,
Hey,
Jay.
I was in a hurry, Jesus.
Yeah.
This guy was denying me my right to leave shit on the corner.
Before it was legally allowed?
Trumped his the most minuscule power card he had. You just,
Having said it, I wouldn't have.
what?
I would have just told you to leave it there.
Exactly.
I probably wouldn't even touch it. I would have been like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And I just
Yeah.
would have left it.
Totally. Hey, we'll save the rest for tomorrow.
Sounds good. Kim Goldman on the show tomorrow. We'll look
Yes.
forward to that. Have a great rest of the day, everybody. I'm heading to the dentist, so I will not have a great rest of the day, but hopefully you all do. We'll see you tomorrow.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.